Julia Barr has spent more than 25 years playing Brooke English on All My Children.
It looked like an interesting role. I knew that she was sort of a spitfire.
Why don't you mind your own business?
One of the worst auditions that I personally thought I ever gave was when I auditioned for All My Children. And I was
look at
coming...
that, 2 Emmys later.
Yeah, really, 2 Emmys.
Well,
and how
you
many
know...
years? 26 years?
I had done Ryan's Hope for about 5 months, and myself and a few other characters had been written out, and it was, you know, sort of upsetting.
Yeah.
But then they called me from All My Children. And,
so they knew your work from there.
They knew my work from there, so I... Thank God, because I don't think the audition would have... It was just one of those terrible things. I came out of there, and I thought, boy, that was, you know, that was bad.
And how soon did you get the call that you got the role?
Probably within the next 2 days. So it was nice.
Rosie, how are you?
I'm very good.
You look so nice.
Thank you.
Do you need the footstool? We have a new footstool since you've been here last.
Well, I feel like a doll sitting here because my feet don't touch.
Okay, well, get ready. Get ready. Look what we have.
Is this going to be... Oh, my God, what is it?
Isn't that nice?
I should have this everywhere I go.
I need it, too. I have very short legs.
This is so nice.
Even
Thank
though
you.
I'm 5'6", but my legs don't touch on that chair either.
Really? Then I don't feel so bad.
Don't feel bad at all.
I'm just under 5'2".
You are?
Yeah.
You're tiny and adorable.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. There you have it. Now, let me just say, shooting the fiancé on the whole, not a bad idea because he was sort of scummy.
I know which part was bad.
Yeah. Shooting him in the back?
I think people were waiting for Jim to get his. So,
yeah. Now, when you read the script and you see that you're going to be killing him, do you think, oh, boy, now the next 4 months in the courtroom?
Sort of.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because it must get a little bit redundant
you know,
as an
it is a
actress.
crime to shoot somebody, so
yeah.
there is going to be something.
Well, in the real world it is, but in Pine Valley, it's okay.
Like I say, he was a bad, bad man.
Right. Favorite plot lines over the years? Any that come to mind?
Favorite plot lines? Acting-wise, I think it was with Dixie, Adam, and Brooke. And it was Adam and Brooke were trying to have a child, and Dixie came in as the au pair, and she got pregnant instead.
With your strength, I could be the man you want me to be.
Adam and Brooke got together, and it really was quite a dynamic duo because they were at opposite ends of the spectrum. I think anytime you have a storyline where you feel well matched with another person, you know, it makes you step up to bat more.
It's Laura.
Oh, my God. I remember reading that script, and I get teary now. It's like I felt so depressed when I first read it. And I remember David Canary said to me, he goes, oh, my God. He said, I was home and I read it, and he said, and I was looking out the window, and for a minute I thought I didn't have my children.
I want to tell her that she's going to be all right. And she will be.
Even though people survive and they go on and they live productive lives, I think sometimes you feel guilty all the time. And in certain ways you sabotage yourself or you don't allow yourself to be truly, truly happy.
But this character is always great.
Thank you.
She's always been good, Brooke.
Oh, you're always great.
No, but you always loved Brooke English from the get-go. You know, she was a sweet girl, and remember when she knocked on Phoebe's door and said, hi, I'm your niece.
I'm here. I've been kicked out of girls' school. Could I stay with you for a while? No,
yeah, that's been a long while.
Right.
Now, I've watched the show. I didn't mean it that way. I watched the show for over 20 years, and when Brooke first came on, she was a bit of a maniac.
The Hellraiser.
Now, Brooke's changed over the years.
Well, I think, you know, you're talking about over 20 years, so you have to mature a character, I think, if you're going to have them fit into a fabric of a show, and that's what they've done. And our show is sort of generational. We have, you know, like Phoebe and Ruth and Ray. Then we have Erica and Brooke and Adam. You know, so the characters have to go through a certain transition, I think, at a certain point.
I knew that her aunt was Ruth Warwick in the form of Phoebe Wallingford.
She came to live with me, but she was a naughty little girl. She was sleeping around.
Well, I hope you're not going to take your vows of celibacy too soon.
Brooke's first relationship was with Erica Kane's half-brother, Mark.
The character fell in love with a music professor by the name of Mark Dalton at the university, and it was not reciprocal, and so in order to make him jealous, she started to carry on with this guy who was a little bit sleazy, and it actually ended in a date rape.
I told you to sit out!
Don't you touch me, you sleaze!
But it matured her so that the next love of her life was the character of Tom Cudahy.
Will you marry me?
We actually ended in divorce almost simultaneously that I was giving birth to our daughter, Laura.
No, and then Erica and Brooke were put together. It was very far-fetched. We were on a plane going somewhere. It was hijacked, and we landed in the middle of a jungle in a little cabin. So the two of our characters, who are at opposite ends of the spectrum, being together alone is not, an ideal situation. So it was great.
Right.
Yeah.
In a jungle, though.
In a jungle,
on like an
yes.
island.
Actually, Susan became hysterical. Not Susan. Erica became hysterical, and there was a section where it says, Brooke slaps Erica, and I went, oh, my God. But it worked.
I know how you try to sabotage my marriage. Oh, you are so low. There is no word for a woman as low as you are.
Erica's MO has always been to sort of flatten, the competition.
You're nothing but a husband-stealing little tramp.
Do you ever do that during taping? Do you ever call Erica Susan, or do you ever, mess up? And... Not really.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
Not really, though.
Yeah, I guess after a while you get so used to them.
Well, it's
fake
like,
names.
this is you and this is the character, and
right.
the twain doesn't really meet.
Yeah.
Now,
I loved how when you were pregnant they worked it into the storyline.
So did I.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Because it meant I could keep working, have a job. No, actually, I'm not sure that they were going to go in that direction with the characters of Tom and Brooke. My husband and I were trying to have a child, and I called the producer at the time, and I said, Jackie, my husband and I have succeeded where Tom and Brooke have failed, and is that going to be a problem? So it took him a while. It took him about 4 months, and I said, I'm getting bigger and bigger on national television. Please, can't we tell them why?
Right.
We have one of Daytime's favorite heroines. How are you? Look how tall I am.
I'm tall too tonight for my size.
You look great, and congratulations.
Thank you.
How many nominations for Brooke is this? I think it's like 7 or something, isn't it?
7. Yes.
7 for Brooke, who is...
Is that a magic number?
I think isn't it always? Especially if you throw it on a pair of dice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited. You had an amazing year this year. I mean...
I had some nice stuff. Yeah, I really did. Nice stuff. That sounds so...
No, I think you had more than nice stuff.
Yes.
Some of the most traumatic stuff on Daytime.
Well, I think whenever you deal with things that are out of the ordinary, you get into an area where, there's more that's you're called upon to do. So,
but Julia, what is it about you that makes them change your leading men so often?
Bad luck. I don't know.
Well, listen, I wish you lots and lots of good luck tonight. I think you have a wonderful chance.
Thank you. Well, it's it's a nice evening no matter what.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Okay, thanks, Julia. It's wonderful seeing you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh.
And the winner is, from All My Children, Julia Barr.
Thank you. No, this is really an honor. I can't tell you. But I have to say that a more accurate description of it is that it's the icing on the cake for me, because for the last 14 years, I have had the privilege and honor of working with a talented, generous, creative group of people, and I could not have asked for more. And I just want to thank you, all my children. I really do. And also because life is not a soap opera, thank God, I want to thank my husband, Richie. And if my sweet daughter Allison is watching, yes, Mom won the Enemy Award. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love it. Stop the presses.
Congratulations to Julia Barr,
This has got to be one for the books.
winner of the Daytime Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series, as Brooke English on All My Children.
From All My Children, Julia Barr. This is Julia Barr's second win and 7 nominations for her role as Brooke English on All My Children, a part Julia has played since 1976.
very much. I have to tell you, in a recent interview, I said, oh, gee, there's so much excitement that probably even if they don't say my name, I would run up on stage. So since they said my name, I'm really glad that I didn't embarrass myself. Anyway, I just want to say a couple of very special thank yous. Thank you to all my children. Where it has been my pleasure to work for more years than I thought I would ever hold any job. Thank you to our past producer, Francesca James, and to our current producer, Genia D'Addario Burke, whose support has been unflagging. To our current writers, who seem to be giving Brooke a new boyfriend, which is good since she shot her last one. And to our own writing team and Lorraine Broderick for penning the new material for this award. And to my handsome husband and my beautiful daughter, Allison. Thank you.
As you come down the stairs and go into the den, there's a carved out area, and I keep them by the door because they're very heavy and make an excellent weapon. Have you ever picked them up?
This is for Julia Barr. I just wanted to ask, you have one of the most level-headed characters on the show, and I was wondering if you enjoy playing that part and if you find that your own personality is interjected at all in your characters.
God, I don't know what to say. I like the character. Like, if I knew someone like her, I would like her. I had lots of fun when I started on the show because Brooke was a hellraiser, and that was a great time for me. As far as, there are some things I interject. I'm a little less tightly laced than Brooke, and a little, as Michael and all these other people can attest to, I'm crazier than she is. But there are things that I'm great at organization, and
Julie's our champion giggler. She's got one of the best sense of humors on the show.
Absolutely.
So working with her is a joy. She laughs
constantly.
And is it still enjoyable for you?
I love what I do. I must tell you, I walk in that building and I smile. I love what I do. I love playing this character. I love playing the scenes with these people, even Brooke English. I must say, some of my favorite scenes are the encounters that Brooke and I have had over the years, particularly in the powder rooms of the world.
Yes.
I love those scenes.
Yes, yes.
I think it's to Julia Barr's credit. She has taken a level-headed, terrific, successful businesswoman and made her the most compelling part to watch. That's wonderful, Julia, what you've done. I think she's a great role model. God, you know what?
I just wanted to know what type of relationship Erica and Brooke have off the show.
I have to say something really quick here. What Susan said about my character before was so nice. And, okay, hurry. I tell you, when you do a job like this, you need all the help and support you get. I've never worked with a more wonderful group of people in my life.
Services provided and promotional fees paid by the following.
So you came in 19 years ago. Favorite memory?
18 and a half.
18 and a half. Yes. Favorite memory?
Oh, favorite memory. I think a few of my favorite memories have to do with this man and slapping him. I've had so many occasions when he's well-deserved it, and I've been the one who's gotten to do it.
And you're working with David Canary.
Yes.
So how was working again with David? You know, time's gone by a little bit.
It's like people that you can not see each other for 10 years and you come back and it's the same. I mean, he and I, you know, it's like we've always had chemistry. We always will. It won't matter how much time goes by. And I love him.
Thank you. What do you want to say?
I've been watching the show for 25 years, and I just want to comment to you, Brooke. You cry so good. Every time you cry, I'm crying with you. I don't know how you do it.
Me too. And he sees that I'm crying along with me.
Do you guys have input into your characters now? Can you go to the writers and say, I would like, for instance, can you say, well, listen, I would like to marry for the 9th time? Can you say, I would like for Brooke to be more involved with?
I would say, you know, In terms of accessibility, our show, even though we've had as many as 5 or 6 producers since I've been on the show, they have all been they've had an open door policy. And if you have feelings, you know, because you begin to know your character very well and you have ideas
about what your character would.
Right, and I've always found that there is an ear open.
Do you associate with any parts of your character, your own personality? And it's an obvious question, but.
I'm very bossy personally.
On All My Children, Brooke English has been known for helping others. A quality also found in Julia Barr, who's portrayed her for many years.
I've been the spokesperson for the Fund for Animals since March of 2000. The organization has wonderful agencies that address animal protection. Here in New York, it's the Have a Heart spaying and neutering clinic.
Have a Heart is a small but perfect part of Julia's favorite fund.
Hello. On a yearly basis, 10 to 12 million animals are put to sleep because there's such an overpopulation. One of the best ways to address it is start at the beginning.
Julia has been so remarkably supportive of the Fund for Animals. In fact, half of the battle is being able to spread the awareness. She's so effective with her website. Julia is our angel of mercy.
I grew up with animals. There was a dog in my life from the time I was born.
How are you? How are you feeling? Okay?
There's a relationship there that doesn't really exist in any other form. You know, when they talk about unconditional love that you get from an animal, that really is true. But I think it fills a certain part of us in a very specific way.
And it's been very fulfilling for Julia.
Animals have always been an important part of my life. And I think when something is important to you, you want to do the best job you can in taking care of that animal. We are the only ones that can speak for them. That's a good feeling.
It's Laura. Brooke, she's been hit by a car.
Oh my God.
She's gone.
Don't say that! Don't say that! They can bring her back to us!
Then by the power vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife.
I know what you were going to do. You were going to hide her away, and then you were going to have your attorneys palm off her child, your own child, as a baby available for adoption.
Jack, look out! Dear God, Mom, look out!
I swear we will never, ever regret this day.
I know that you and Dixie are having an affair.
I love you, Brooke.
That is a lie, Tad. The Queen is dead, and long live Queen Dixie.
Even if you were pregnant, it wouldn't make any difference between Ted and us.
You never know. Tad Martin's not my baby's father.
You swore to me it was over with him after Willow Lake.
You swore to me that you would be faithful.
There's nothing to stop us.
Mom loves you very much, Mom.
I'll make sure that she's okay, and I'll come back for you, I promise.
If it wasn't for you, Maria would still be alive.
I saved your baby's life, and instead of blaming me, you should be damn grateful. So I tried to warn the passengers. I told them about 149. I need to know why they died, why those people.
What if you can't find an acceptable answer? What if you just have to accept fate? Was your finger just itching to pull that trigger?
I'll do it if I have to.
You don't have the guts!
thank you for the honor of being chosen as Pine Valley's Woman of the Year. And as the Bible...
Oh, Brooke, Erica. I have tried to be civil to you because you are Mark's sister, but you have pushed me a little too far this time. And in your very apt words, you want war, this is war. I mean, look how far you've come with your small talent, not to mention your pea-sized brain. Oh, your jealousy is just laughable. You're not going to be satisfied until I sink to your level, are you? Oh, fine. You want yet another of my casts off? Fine, take it. You're unbelievable. You're a phony, two-faced hypocrite. You'll learn fame does not equal class. And one day you'll learn that it takes more than one battered homeless girl crashing a party to make you a real celebrity. A real celebrity? That's you all over. I wonder what it would take to make you a real person.
Of course I will reach out to Adam as a friend and also to help him, you know, with the magazine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do?
Well, I was thinking, maybe you could get a video camera and we could put this on YouTube, you know. Brooke and Erica have a moment.
Don't get used to it.
Oh, wouldn't dare.
My daughter goes, yes, my parents love decorating. And I went, that sounds so superficial, honey. But we enjoy it. This is the living room, which is full of items that we've sort of collected and purchased over the years. We like sculptural, architectural pieces. I buy pillows the same way I put on lipstick. I keep putting on lipstick until I get the shade I want. I just keep buying pillows until I get the combination. And they all work together. It's just what finally appeals to our eye. It's a welcoming sort of home, so I'm always glad to walk in the door at the end of the day. I love to come home.
How is your daughter? Is she going to college? Wow.
She had the lead in her school musical, Little Me. I was so impressed with her ability to handle a lot of things and with grace and style and enjoy it at the same time.
So she can sing like you can sing.
She has, I like her voice tremendously more than I like mine. She has a great voice.
Last time you were here, you were on your way out to sing at the Yankee game, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
how did that go?
Oh, my Lord, that was the... Oh, hello,
That's
sorry.
Okay. That's all right.
Killed myself. It was the most exciting thing I think I've ever done because it's so the feeling of, you know, being on that field and everybody stands up and, you know, the hand on the heart. The disconcerting thing was because it's such a big arena.
Echo.
The echo. It's a 1 second delay. So not only did I have earplugs, I also had my fingers in my ears so that I couldn't hear, wow, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
a lot. You've seen a lot of people do that and have trouble staying on.
It's very disconcerting, but it was the thrill of a lifetime.
And are you going to be singing more, you think? Are you going to do a record or
since
something?
you ask, my husband and I know you know he's an oral surgeon because
Yes.
we all like teeth.
Exactly.
He's also he's a very excellent musician, and we're starting to work on a project. We're going to produce a Christmas CD. I hope it's going to be ready for this Christmas and probably offer it on my website. I had a fair amount of anxiety about doing this.
But generous Julia put anxiety aside in the name of a good cause and recorded a CD of holiday favorites. It's something that's sure to bring cheer to her fans and her favorite charity, the Fund for Animals. Even the CD sleeve has special meaning for Julia. It features a drawing of her much-loved pooch named Nell.
Nell was a dog that we adopted from a shelter almost 6 years ago, and she developed cancer that was untreatable. She passed away this last January, and it was very difficult.
The CD was a family affair involving her husband, Dr. Richard Hirschlag.
He single-handedly, and this is not an exaggeration, is responsible for all of the arrangements, for all of the artwork. I would have not done it without him.
And daughter Allison, who didn't mind piping in for her mom's pet project.
My daughter lends her beautiful voice to 3 of the songs also.
Julia's legion of fans were eager to show their support and snapped up signed copies to take home.
These are all members of the Lady Grey Society and the Brooke Edmond Group, and they have been loyal supporters, and they're here because of the CD.
I bought it and listened to it and love the fact that the proceeds go for the fund and the shelter.
There are so many people also that, are sort of happy to have this because it benefits the fund, and it's an All My Children thing, and it's a Julia Barr thing, so it's been great. Thank you for coming by.
And the proceeds will go to charity. I don't know if you know, I'm involved with the Fund for Animals, and I've also been involved with a lot of the September 11th funds. So the CD is going to be oriented that way.
Well, that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
and it's
I
great
hope
when
so.
you can make a difference or help in that way.
So much, yeah.
Have you been down there? I have not. Have you?
Believe it or not, both my singing teacher and my daughters moved down there recently, so that was the first time I'd been. It's the cleanup that they've done is amazing. All that work, but it's this space, and what was there,
right?
So.
It's still hard to believe sometimes for me.
I think it's true for everybody.
Yeah.
It's like you still know that, this event on September 11th, but there's some distance there, but I think it's a good thing to always,
never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can never forget. It's one of those times where the rest of your life you'll say where you were the moment you heard.
Totally.
Totally. JuliaRoseBarr.com is where you can find out all about that. Listen, in case I don't see you before the show's done, thank you for always being such a great guest.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
You want to know about a
crazy
crazy fan?
Crazy fan.
When years ago, before I was married on vacation, we went to the Dominican Republic, and there was a woman who watched the show, and it was one of those places where you just, you enjoy, sunbathing and eating, and that's it. So we were all together for long periods of time, and we would exchange words and, go about our business. And she was a very avid fan, to say the least. Yeah. So there was an area where you could nude sunbathe, and my friend and I went there, and all of a sudden I hear someone going, "Brooke!" Oh, God. So I turned, and there was this woman. She goes, "We have a raft if you'd like to borrow it." And I went, she's already seen me naked, so I'm just going to go over there and go, "Thanks very much."
I should go home. It's been an interesting journey on a number of levels. I can't imagine having done anything different than this profession. You have put up with a lot from me, haven't you?
It was a beautiful experience, and still is.
I've been a working actress over 25 years, so I guess you could say my dream has been fulfilled.